in my noble, solitary, God-ordained quest to save the entire world from the most nefarious creatures ever, and yes, I am including resurrected French dinosaur brides. And by the way, if you don't know about the resurrected French dinosaur brides and that whole thing, again, that's in the prior. You got to go back and you got to take a look at it. I'm the only one that has the courage and the conviction to go out here and tell you about it. But I do it for a small fee. It's on the Substack. I feel like that's more than reasonable in order to get the truth out. All right. So go ahead and check. Go ahead and check that out. So I made a bold declaration. Okay, hold on a second. Something's off with my. Let me do this again. Okay. Okay. Let me try it again. In my noble, solitary, God-ordained quest to save the entire world from the most nefarious creatures ever, and yes, I am including the resurrected French dinosaur brides, I made a bold declaration. I told my enemies, my critics, my dinosaur adjacent advisories, if you want a confrontation, I will meet you anytime, any place. Let's go live. Let's go public. I don't care when. I don't care where. Let's expose everything right here and now, because I know what I'm talking about. The truths are on my side, and you'll never guess what happened after I did that. After I said I would meet him anytime, any place, anywhere. What happens next? Those sneaky, plotting, deep state goblins hacked into my computer. They hacked into my computer, okay? How do I know? How do I know they hacked into my computer? Because out of all the times, out of every moment on earth, they chose the one time that I absolutely just does not work for me. It just doesn't work for me, okay? I know I said anytime, but look, they chose the one time that doesn't work. How do you explain that? How do you explain that? Except that they hacked into my stuff. You can't. You can't explain it. So obviously they pulled a full-scale Watergate on me. They're pulling a Watergate on me. Now usually, let me tell you, because you might hear this before, when the mainstream of sewage calls out something is worse than Watergate, they're lying, because that's what they always say, because they lie like it's cardio. But this time, this is actually worse than Watergate. Why? Because of the very important people involved, namely me, right? So you have me involved here, so it's worse than water. I mean, honestly, nobody even cares about the big nose president guy anymore. I don't care if it's Nixon, Macron, take your pick, whatever. No one cares. This is about my computer. So because I personally am the true target of the largest political scandal in global history, people. Okay? If you don't know about it, again, go to my Substack. I used to have the magazines next to the checkout line on the grocery store, but nobody does that anymore. So, but it's on. You can still get it. It's on the Substack. Okay. So, and these things I've had to do to stay safe. You don't even know the things I had to do to stay safe around here with the French president sending an army at me and a hit squad from multiple different countries, and then the resurrected gay dinosaur squad. You don't even know those guys. They're dangerous. I've had to amp up my security. You wouldn't even believe the top grade, high level, ultra elite security I've been forced to purchase, Picture this, a security guard so alert, so vigilant, so expertly trained that he can sleep through any threat. Bullets, dinosaurs, French hit squad, even the space laser itself. Look at this guy, he's a machine. So, and now, after hacking me, after violating my privacy, after staging the world's most inconvenient digital ambush, those perps over there, yes, they're perps now. I don't know how we kind of elevated it to now they expect me to go talk to them. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? I don't think so. Oh no, you done crossed the line this time. You want to talk to me? You want a confrontation now after you Watergated me? I set the terms. I set the terms. And when I'm ready, if I'm ever ready, I will summon you this time because you do not call me. I call you. That's how it works. Unless my computer's hacked again, which honestly is looking pretty likely.